Okay, hi everybody. Pickle Pants Draws here. Today, I'm just going to be drawing because I just didn't have any other ideas, honestly. So I'm going to just be trying to draw and just see what happens, really. So today's just a doodle day, I guess. So I'm just going to start out with a person. I guess that sounds good, right? Also, I will not be talking 24/7 because I do not usually talk to myself while I draw big projects like this. I will give you like little bits of insight ever so often, but not constantly. So, first thing to decide, do I want this to be a boy or a girl? That is the first question of the day that I don't know the answer to. Oops. So I'm thinking a girl, probably. Yeah, that girl's good, I guess. So then I make another layer. Yeah, this is, first I like to get the basic shape before I do all the fancy stuff. So I'll do that style today. It'll come down a little bit more than that. Okay, I like to get all my shapes down with like a messy whatever this is first before I do anything. Like that. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's just Spider-Man. Am I just drawing Spider-Man with hair? Oh, I don't know. I'll figure out the eyes later. Style is one of the hardest parts for me. Like, I don't really know what to do at the moment. So you'll just see this video of me drawing random stuff. So I hope you'll like it. Okay, and I use Procreate. If you didn't know that, I say it in quite a few of my videos. Okay, so now use dark red here for the sketch. That isn't the blocky colors. And I still like to use this brush for the sketch brush. I just turn size down just a little bit. So I start with a circle. I use the circle tool. Then I put my finger on there. Then it becomes a circle. Then I whoa, what's that do? I just found a new feature. Yippee. Not really. Okay, well, it is. I didn't know it existed yet. But, so I'm going to put the circle there. This just helps me, and then I'm going to put a line down the middle. Boom. Fixed. So then, we'll just do stuff. I'm going to try to draw an anime girl, I've decided. Man, symmetry would be really nice, but I don't know how to activate that. I know it exists, but I'm still figuring out this app that I've had for a long time. So this is, I'm gonna do several drawings for now. So yeah. Okay. So we have the basic body shape. So what I want to do now, I have heard that the ears should be lined up with the eyes a little bit. So this is what I will do. I'm just gonna put this here on that side of the head. Perfect. Sort of. Yay. Okay. So I'll just start with the basic hair shape. Actually, no, I'm gonna save the hair for last. So now we have the basic face shape. But I guess I will do a little hair sketch, I guess. So then, I don't know why, but I like to do like a cowlick thing right there. And then I just bring the hair down. It's very messy, but that's how I like it. I have messy hair sometimes, so I guess that's why I draw it that way. And then their hair, I guess. So then I do another sketch layer. So what I do, I bring the opacity down on that layer a little, but then the one below it, I do a lot more. So now I'm going to go in with my blue sketch. I do many sketch layers, just to make sure that everything's good and normal and whatever. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, to give it eyelashes or something. How will I do that? Like that, I guess, sure. There we go. So it is starting to form. It's just going to be a front facing. Wait, the eyes, or the line, one is not. Like that? Yeah, that's good, I guess. So now right here, I don't really know how to draw the noses yet. So like anime noses just darn hard. So I'm gonna save the nose for later. So now I'm gonna see what kind of eyes I want. Usually I go with like something like that, and then it'll be like a gradient up. And then I'll have like a little dot in there. I'll just keep that as the placeholder for now, and then I'll have a bunch of fancy stuff in the eye. Also, hair is something I struggle with. If anyone of you watching has a very good hair tutorial, just say so, and I will find it, because anime hair is not my strong suit in any way. So, also noses. Noses are also difficult because they're weird. Like that's fine, but it's like weird. That's all it is. Okay, so that's a pretty good face, right? I think so. So this is just going to have like the hair drooping down. I think I want the hair to go like over the. Yeah, I like that. I like that really. I like it really a lot. So now the neck. I'm testing out different neck thicknesses just to see what I like. What I'm thinking right now is to actually like do that. What do you guys think of that? I'll have to get used to it. I'll try that, I guess. See how it works out. Strand of hand, yeah. Strand of hair. That's what I'm trying to say. If you didn't know what I'm saying, that's it. So I think I'm gonna try to make the hair just a little bit less messy, just in the slightest way. Like not much, but just a little, because it's a bit messy here and there. But too much in my opinion. So I will just tone it down a little, and then keep that calic there, I guess. Okay, now, like, boom, and do that. Boom, and then do that up there. It'll join there, then the ears. Hiding the ears helps make them not as weird. Okay. So let's see the sketch. Hopefully it isn't. Okay, that's not bad. So let me see what this looks like real quick. I don't like that. I'm gonna switch the big ol' huge strand there. Make it like I intended it to be in the red sketch. Make it not go through the eye. Make it go through somewhere else. Where? I'm not quite sure of. Just like right here. Oops. That's better, I think. Let's check and see. Definitely better. I think that up there is a little bit wonky. Okay, that does not look bad, that is for sure. Let's draw a collar for sure, I guess. What kind of clothes is she wearing? I don't know, honestly. Real quick, I'm going to create a post on my YouTube. And actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Just editor Grant, cut that part out, please. So I don't know what clothes to give her. This is going to be an interesting challenge here. So give her like normal t-shirt, but I don't really like that. Could give her like one of these here, but I don't really like that either. Like, how old is she? She's probably like a 13, 14, about that age. I am the oldest one of my family, and so I don't know what teenager girls even wear. So this is why I'm struggling so bad. Maybe like one of these where they come over like over your shoulder. Oh, I don't like that. That doesn't look very nice. I don't know what to do for this, people. I'm going to look up references. I can't talk today. I'm going to look up some references, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I looked up some references. So I'm going to be giving her a hoodie. I don't know what color yet. I'm thinking pink, and she'll be blonde. And I'll just get the pink color ready for new layer, all that good stuff. Turn the opacity down a little. So hoodies are a bit weird to draw. Like, this is just how I draw my hoodies, I guess. So, don't know how anybody else would draw their hoodies. So that's how I draw mine. That actually looks good. That looks good. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, now I think she is ready for... okay, I have a fun idea. I'm going to try a new art style today. Or like a new style of drawing. What do you guys think about that? What I'm going to do, I'm going to go with color before I do the finished line art. Don't know how that's going to go. That's what I'm trying today. So I'm going to get some skin color in there. I'll get my brush. I'll probably get that brush. Actually, wait up, wrong layer. So I need to make that layer there. So then that is like, boom. Okay. So maybe I should do it with the pencil, but it needs to be bigger. So yeah, I'm just gonna color in it a little bit. Like, I'm not trying to be clean with this in any way possible. You can probably tell that by the way I am viciously coloring it. Let's get the ears, just some base highlights, I guess. No, so get some there. There'll be blush there. So, but I'll have that as placeholder for now. And then I'll take the current skin color and do a darker variation for shadows. Instead, I have decided not to use my clipping masks for shadows and things today. My reasoning is nothing. The best reasoning I know. Okay, that looks pretty good for a face. Okay, I'll add new layers. Colors. I like this pencil brush. It's a pencil, but I've turned it more into a cloudy because I messed with the settings a little, and I almost like it better now. It's good for sketching and coloring, and it's a well-rounded brush. That's what I'm trying to say here. I also always like having the eraser being the same type brush as the brush I'm drawing with, because it helps bounce it out a little. So let's take a step back, look at it. I think the problem is one of the eyes are just a little bit higher up than the other. So what I will do, select the eye, this one specifically, bring it down just a tad. Not even that much, just a little bit. See? Perfect. That's great. Great. So next, I'm going to do the hair. So for that, I'll start out with a really light blondish color. And I will slowly make it darker, but for this I'm starting with the base to be blonde colored, just cause. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the base of the hair. So now I'm going to do some, like, also whenever I'm doing light colors, I like to make my canvas dark so I can see all the mess ups, because it makes it easier. Okay, so now I'm going to go just a little bit oranger. Now I have a tan version, but let's make it just a little lighter. Perfect there. So now I'll get this color back. Really, in the crevices of the hair? Is that how you would even say that? I don't even know. But like in the deep parts, that is where the most shading goes, since it is the least light touching. Now I will take white and do some highlights up here. See, I'm trying to figure out how to do these just a so that's good. And this little thing up here will have quite a bit of white. So I'm liking this so far. This is good. So now I'll make like a really light pink color that's a little bit on the grayish side for this over here thing, this thing here. Like, I think it needs to just be a little bit more desaturated, like not a bright color in any way. Well, this is a bright color. It's not a dark color. It is a bright color. It is not a dark color in any way. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Make sure we fill in all the holes, so we don't need holes. I don't want to see what this looks like without lines. Oh wow, that is not pleasing in any way. But it's still relatively nice, so I'll keep it that way for now. So now, I'll do some like shading for this. Go like, get a little darker color, turn the opacity down just a little, and then do like some more shade here and there. Hi.
Hello, mate.
I'm drawing a girl for my video.
Cool.
It's recording. And everything we are saying is being recorded, brother. So, yeah, that's my brother. This is the first time he's been on there. Actually, no, I'm gonna cut this part out. Yeah. And I will uncut it starting now. So yeah, working on this anime girl. That's what I've been doing. If you just skip to this part in the video, but I don't know why you would do that. Yeah, if you have, you really need to watch it from the beginning to get the full effect and whatnot. So, like, I like going over multiple times, just like blending it out just a little bit. Perfect. See? Just goes just like that. Okay. It's going well, but the skin needs to be just a little lighter, I found, which is a bit of a problem. It needs to be like this color for the entire way. She has very dark skin, and that is not what I want her to have right now. So some of the shading will be okay to have some of the dark colors still there. Real quick, I am going to put this layer over top of that. No, I'm not. Actually, I changed my mind. But what I am going to do is tone down these just a little bit. Because on the side of the face here, it's sort of making the skin yellow. We don't want her to have that. We need her to have this color skin. So that's what I want. Now I'm going to bring the shading back in to the picture. With this here, I'll just completely shade it because it's sort of covered up. There we go. Perfect. I did that on the wrong layer. Oh well. I'll just combine them at this point. So now, I'm going to take some black gray or whatever color that is. And like, why is it not working? Okay, it is. It's just like, that's weird. See? That's how it goes. Oh, I think I know the problem. It's supposed to be here. But then, like, oh, wait. Why is it erasing that? Oh. Okay, that makes sense now. So now I get the white back and then just do that. So now I'm going to reduce the line art to let the full color shine through, and now I'm going to like just do some more line art, but different color. It's going to be like a pinky, a dark pink line art color. And then I'll add details. But actually, I think what I'm going to do is do a really dark version. Okay. So, line art. I'll be on the top. So now I'll get the hair color and make it darker, a little bit orange. Now I'm going to give my hand just a little break, and I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, so just doing more line art. That's what this video is drawing. And line art is a big part of the drawing. This isn't really line art, this is more like outline because I'm not filling it in. This is more like just an outline. It isn't really line art. Also, I like to make the line art or little outlines just a little thicker in some other places than it is in others. It gives it some contrast between the line weight and stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to go to black line art for everything else. I like the eyes to be at the top bit of line art because it is like the most, I want the eyes to stick out, you know? Oh wow, that is wonky eyelashes. Let me redo those. Okay, so I'll start with one of the eyes, then I'll copy paste the other eye. Well, maybe. So it should be like that, huh? Okay. I'm gonna try some. I'm gonna put it on a different layer so it's easier to copy paste. Remember how I was talking about the eyes looking weird earlier? I bet that's what the problem was. They're like just a little bit too off. Now they're symmetrical. Okay, now I'll go back to this part of the line art. I'm gonna take off that line art for 1 second. It's definitely turning out pretty good. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it just a little pinkish for the lip part. Get this line back, so then I can go like, boom. That's good lip, I guess. Let's get rid of that so I can see fully. Okay, I think I'm gonna redo these. I don't like them being symmetrical. That's the problem. Oh wow, she looks naked on her eyes now. I'll fix that. There we go. I think that's where we're going, anyway. Okay, that's good enough. Man, I don't know. Okay, that'll do. So now the hoodie line art. Make this line art more thin. And go back to this and then go boom anyways. And then it's gonna be like a grayish color here. And the like flaps. Is that what you call it? I don't know. So now the strings of the hoodie and that side. This picture is going pretty good. So now I'm gonna work on the eyes. I want them to be more pretty on the eye part. That is why I'm going to erase the eyeballs. But bring back the blue sketch, so I'll have the eye line. I'm gonna switch my eraser. Wait, no, not eraser. I need my drawing monoline, so it'll get all of it, not just the weird little, and it won't leave any weird little bits of them. See? And I'll switch back to this, and I'll go to a very dark gray. So now, I will copy and paste that circle onto this circle. So blue eyes. I'm gonna get a nice dark blue. And sort of do like a crescent moon around it. I don't like that. Yeah, I think I like that, like a star shape. It needs to be lighter. Stars in the eyes. See? I don't like that. I have a better idea. Also, if you have not skipped ahead to the end yet, then thank you. And if you see this, then say crescent moon or star. No, say crescent moons and stars in the comments. I don't know, something like that. If you see in this specific part. I like that. That's good. Now, like, bring it up a little, then under. Like, really, really light colors there. So, another, like, over there, too. So now, the lightest tone will be in just a few spots, so it will draw your eyes to the eyes. That makes so much sense. There's just gonna be like a few spots. Okay, so now, highlights in the eyes. There, I like that. That's good. I'm gonna get rid of the blue line art. Yeah, see, that's good. I love that, actually. It isn't bad at all. So now I'm just going to do some stuff to the skin layer to make it better. Like add blush to make her blush. I don't know what other reason I would add blush, but my point still stands. Okay, that's better. So then I will like now she has that in her ears, I guess, a little. Like, think people with red ears are cute or whatever, I think, so. That's what she's supposed to be, so red ears too. Yep, that's not bad. So now I'll just add some good old highlights. exactly white. Okay, I'm liking this. This is good. So now I'm just gonna do some touch-up stuff. And it should be good. Now I'm gonna do, that looks really good actually. So I'm gonna do now is a background. I'm just going to combine several of the layers. Original line art, but now line art. Okay. So now background. What I'm planning is like one of these to match her eyes. Oh, so that has revealed some of my mistakes that I made here and there. Okay, that's good. So now that I have that, I will take the eye color and then darken it. Oh my goodness, what have I done? It needs to be on the bottommost layer. I have an idea. Let's check out some blending modes real quick. Let's do a swish over there. I like this one. I think add is the one we'll be doing. Okay, fixed. I don't usually do backgrounds on my pictures, but since this is like a special video, I'm doing backgrounds for you guys, so enjoy it. So now I'm doing stars. Don't know if you can tell that by the extreme light. Okay, it definitely needs to be this. I've literally done everything with that so far. Some of the stars can be like not as bright as the others to make them white. To make them like smaller. I now want to do like a shooting star. What else should I add? Maybe some planets. Now have a like a light blue planet. Then I'll have a darker blue that just like oh my goodness, what a vibrant color. I love that. We'll save that to my palette. I love that color. Maybe let's just add. I don't know. I'll add one more planet right here. Maybe like a purple planet. Is there a purple planet? I don't know. And I'll have it with like yellow squiggles going through. Looks like a tennis ball. There. I like that. Okay, guys. So this is a new OC, I guess. Original character. It's a random person, but it counts. So in the comments of this video, you can guess, or not guess, you decide what her name would be. So yeah, I really hope that you like this video. And as always, everyone, have a pickly day. Bye! So here's the time lapse of what you just watched through. I really hope that you watched the whole thing. If you skipped, then you go back, please. Also, I forgot to say that the most liked comment on this video will be the name. Or the most liked name comment. Like, if they say, cool, and that's the most liked comment, like, her name won't be cool. Well, you know what I mean. So, I really hope you liked this. I liked it too. This is actually one of the best people persons that I've ever drawn. So yeah, this has been another pretty long video where I just draw with you guys. Oh, wait, were you drawing while I was drawing? If you were, say it in the comments. But yeah, I hope you liked it. And like I said, as always, have a pickly day. Bye!